All right, let's jump right in. We're going to crack open a book that's over 100 years old, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles. Our goal here is to boil down its core ideas, which, trust me, are pretty bold, into a quick explainer.
I mean, it's a question we've all probably asked ourselves, right? You look around, you see people who are just as smart, just as hardworking as you are, but somehow their bank accounts look completely different. What is going on there?
Well, what if the answer has nothing to do with what we think it does? Over a century ago, Wallace Wattles put forward this radical idea that all the usual reasons we give for not being wealthy, our background, where we live, even our natural-born talent, are basically just excuses. He says they don't matter.
And here's the kicker, the claim that makes you either lean in or raise an eyebrow. Wattles states, flat out, that getting rich isn't a matter of luck or chance. Nope. He says it's an exact science, just like math. And if you follow the rules of this science, he claims failure is literally impossible.
So, what is this so-called science? Well, it all comes down to one central idea that he repeats over and over: doing things in a certain way. It's not about what you do, but how you do it. He promises there is a specific formula that works for absolutely everyone.
And this is how he just completely tears down all the common roadblocks we put up for ourselves. Think your environment is holding you back? Nope. The answer is to do things in a certain way. Don't have enough talent or startup money? Same answer. In the wrong business? You guessed it. For Wattles, the only thing that actually matters is learning this certain way.
Okay, so to really get what this certain way is, we have to dig into the foundation of his whole philosophy. And a little heads up, this is where things get a bit out there. The core idea is that everything you see in the physical world actually starts in a universe of pure thought.
Wattles calls this the original formless substance. Just think of it like a cosmic energy or a thinking stuff that everything is made from. The most important thing to get here is that this stuff isn't just sitting there. It's alive, it's intelligent, and its whole job is to create. It literally takes the shape of whatever thoughts are impressed upon it.
So his entire system is built on these three big ideas. First, there's one single thinking stuff that makes up everything. Simple enough. Second, a thought that's held in this substance actually produces the physical thing. And third, and this is the big one for you, is that you, as a thinking being, can form things in your own mind, impress that thought onto the formless stuff, and cause that thing to be created. That's it. That's the whole engine of his science.
So if thought is the power that creates worlds, that obviously leads to the next big question: how exactly are you supposed to think? This next part is all about the specific mental work you have to do to operate in that certain way.
Step 1 is the vision. And we're not talking about a vague wish like, I'd like more money. No. You have to create a super clear, really specific, and detailed mental picture of exactly what you want. You have to be able to see it, feel it, and live in it in your mind first.
Second, you need to have unshakable faith. Now, this isn't just hoping or wishful thinking. It's a deep, powerful conviction that what you see in your vision is already yours. It's on its way. You have to mentally claim it long before you can physically hold it.
And the third part of this mental alignment is gratitude. According to Wattles, this is the glue that holds it all together. By feeling genuinely thankful for everything you already have right now, you create a harmonious connection with that creative substance. It's like keeping the line open so that more good things can find their way to you.
But this isn't just about meditating on a pile of cash, right? You can't just sit on the couch and wait. So how do you connect all this powerful mental work to the real world? Well, that's where action comes in. Thought kicks things off, but it's action that lets you catch the ball.
This quote from the book just says it all perfectly. Thought is the cause. It starts moving things around in the universe, bringing opportunities and people towards you, but you have to physically act to receive them.
So, what kind of action are we talking about? He calls it efficient action. It means you act now, right where you are. You don't wait for things to be perfect. You do everything you possibly can do today, and you do each little task as perfectly as possible, making it a success in itself. And while you're doing all this, you have to hold that vision and faith. And in every interaction, you try to give people more in use value than you take in cash value. You give off this vibe of increase and growth.
And all of this leads to what might be the single most important idea in the whole book. It's a complete paradigm shift in how you look at the world, at wealth, and at your place in it all.
See, the competitive mind thinks there's a limited pie. For me to get a bigger slice, someone else has to get a smaller one. It's a world of fear and scarcity.
But the creative mind? That's a whole different game. It knows the supply is limitless, because wealth isn't taken from other people, it's created from that formless substance. You're not fighting anyone for anything. You're just bringing something new into existence.
So if you're going to take one thing away from all this, it's this. The whole point of the science of getting rich is to transform you from a competitor into a creator. It's about stopping the fight over a limited supply and starting to draw from an unlimited source, just by using your thoughts and actions in that certain way.
And that really leaves us with one last big question to chew on. If Wattles is even remotely right, and the supply of riches really is unlimited, then the game isn't about how to get your share. The real question is, what will you create?